Zoom, as a virtual assistant, you can use Zoom while your client is onboarding you or you onboarding your clients. You can use Zoom for meetings with your clients. On the other hand, Zoom is a very big app that can be integrated in so many apps. Zoom can be used for large professional meetings. Now let's go ahead to check out how Zoom works. The first thing you might want to do is to go to your Play Store or your Apple Store, that's if you're using iPhone, and download Zoom Workplace. All right. So I already have it in my phone, and that's why it's showing me open. So I'll click on open, and it will take me to the interface. Now this is Zoom interface. So right here, let me walk you through how this app works. This is Zoom Meet. Okay. This is where the meeting actually takes place. Okay. And right before the meeting, you must have created, just like I explained in Google Meets, you must have created a meeting. Let's say, if you are the one that created a meeting, you must have created a meeting and must have shared your meeting ID. On Zoom, it's called meeting ID. Okay, you share it with people you want to join in the meeting or with your clients that you want to have in the meeting. All right, but if it's on the other way around, if it's your client that is sending you the meeting ID, all you need to do is to put the meeting ID and you put the passcode. Okay, even you that is sharing, Zoom is going to provide both the ID, meeting ID, and the passcode for you. Oh, these are the two things the person will use to join. Now, right here is where the person joined. So you can see before you join, you have to put the meeting ID, and then this is your name that will be showing right there in the meeting. Okay, and when you're done putting the meeting ID right here, this join button will be activated for you to click join. Down here, right before you join, if you want your audio to not connect, you can off it here. Okay, and you want your video to be turned off, you can off it here. Okay, because it's already off, mine is already off, so you don't need to on it. Because there are people, there are people who join Zoom, and right away when they join, their video shows. That means you did not set it up here. All right, unless you want to be your client wants it to be on video or on the call, then you don't need to. Even if you don't work on it here, while the meeting is on, there are still options where you can off and on it. So next, let's look at scheduling. Okay, when a client asks you to schedule a meeting on Zoom, this is how you do it. You click on scheduling, then the next thing you put the Zoom meeting title right here, and then the date for the meeting, then the time the meeting will start and when it's going to end. Then the time zone. Please select your client's time zone. So many VAs make this mistake. Select your client's time zone. If you don't know your client time zone, ask for the time, ask for his or her location, and then you can Google it. Google it and know whether it's GMT -4 GMT. Don't just write United States. United States has a lot of they don't have like particular GMT, just like we in Nigeria. You say Nigeria as a country, we just have GMT +1, right? You have to know the particular location of the person you're working for so they can put the right GMT, so that you don't make mistake of putting their own 6 o'clock for your own 7 o'clock. Most VAs always make this mistake. So that you can set the time properly, make sure you use the correct time, GMT time zone. All right, so you just pick the person's time zone. You can see right here a lot of them. So now down here after the time zone, if the meeting is going to be on repeat, this is where you select. If it's going to repeat every day, every week, every month, this is where you put it. And then the invitee, if you have your client's email, or maybe if it's for a meeting of a group of people, maybe you don't need to share and put an invite. All you need to do is to share your meeting ID and your passcode, and every person who has that meeting ID and passcode can just get access. But if you want to send an invite, maybe your client says you send an invite, all you do is to add the person's email address right here and click on OK, and it will send notification to the person and invite the person to the meeting. That is it. So let's go back to our home page, and this is where you click to share your meeting ID. So let's cancel and continue. All right, so let's go to our team chat. Your team chat is more like your messages, okay? Where you see your all your message, your mentions, your DM, your channels, your meetings, and all that. There are a lot here, right? Your shared spaces and more. Now, if you want to enter your own personal room, all you need to do is to just click on your name right here, right? You will now see all your messages, as in every draft or anything files, any file you've saved. This is where you find them. But then this is just a new account. That's why it's just my name showing here. If I have been on a meeting with some people and we have shared messages and we have exchanged shared ideas and all that, I will see all our chat right here. That is why it's called team chat. So next is docs. Docs is more like your saved documents, all right? Both the recent and the start one, your document shared, the one you shared with me, and then trash. And then the calendar is just like calendar if you want to schedule. And then here under more, we have our tags, we have our mail, our whiteboard, clip, notes, contacts, then events and apps. All these are all what you find in Zoom. So that is just it, as simple as that. Zoom is a communication, video communication, whether video or audio. Anyhow I want to use it, is a communication app. All right. So I hope you understand how you can use Zoom. Meanwhile, we'll be using it from time to time, so you get used to it. Okay. That is all right. So before I conclude the video, let me show how you can on how you can schedule a Zoom meeting. All right. So you click on this schedule right here. Now you give your meeting a title. Let's say it's onboarding process, like your client want to onboard you. You click on that bar up there and you type onboarding. Okay. Now the date of the onboarding, okay, let's say 17th of August. Then from what time to what time? Maybe your client says you should book it for 6 p.m. Now the 6 p.m. you're booking it for your client's time, not your own time. Now you book 18:00, then you set your time. Unless your client wants you to book it for your own time, no problem. But you're going to book it for your client time because you're working with his or her time. No, I'm not upgrading. Now maybe it's a 30 minute session, so you make it 18:30 set. All right, now the time have been set for 30 minutes. The next thing is you go to the time zone. Now check for your client's time zone. All right, USA use Eastern time zone, so look at it here. I will select it. So, but please try and make inquiry of his or her location first so that you know the time zone. You can search Google to know the time zone. Now, if the meeting is going to repeat, you go here and click on repeat. If it's not, leave it on never. Then he's an invite. All you need to do is just to share the meeting ID and the passcode. Unless he wants to receive it via email, then you can click on invite and add the email right here. But if not, just send the all you need to do is to send your meeting ID and then you send your passcode. Look at the passcode here, you send it to the client. So that is it. And when you're done, everything is all set up down here. You go here and click on done. So when you're done, your meeting will be scheduled. You haven't added any invitee. I don't need any invitee. I'll just save it like that. I'll be sharing just the link. Now, the link has been added to, the meeting has been scheduled. Okay. So, this is the details for the meeting. All right. This is the meeting ID. This is the meeting ID and this is the passcode. All right. So that is it. When the time for the meeting reach, All you need to do is to, all right, so let's say after you've shared the meeting ID and the passcode, and it gets time for the meeting to take place, all you need to do is to go back. I'm not upgrading, please. Now look at the meeting right here. You're the one that scheduled the meeting, so you're supposed to be the first in the meeting, as in that's just the honorable thing to do. Because if your client clicks the link and you're not there already, I don't know what to say. Oh, I don't know what to say. So this is the meeting right here. All you need to do is to, so right here you can just click on this place to start. Okay, you click there. This is more like a preview. Okay, you have the option to mute yourself on your video just before you click on the final start. So when you click, I just offed my video and I will allow it to show me previews like this each time I want to. So I'm going to leave this box tick. So I'll click on start. So this is how it looks like when you are on a Zoom call. So we have a lot of features down there. You can take your time and check it out. There are a lot of them. Okay, just take your time and check it out. And if you are done with the Zoom call, just go up here, right up here, and click end.